So mout generally mean vomit. So it's vomit. Some people actually, this is quite a brutal healing crisis actually. A lot of people, when this happens, it's given up for sure. Pretty sure if something you take and the next day you vomit, you think you want to take again. You have phobia already. You go on an anxiety mode to the maximum. So this is going to be a challenge to explain to people. But if they're willing to listen, or you're a very good convincer, that should be good. Okay, now for red blood, it means dead tissue disposable from the throat and lungs. So some people will have inflammation of the throat. So when they start RTGL, we are trying to clear the bacterium or something that is trapped, irritation of the throat. You start to cough a bit more. So there's also high chances, not necessarily toxin removal, but you have scarring of the throat, our mucosa membrane layer, because you cough too much. So here's another thing you must be able to explain to them. When they say, oh, why when I vomit there's some traces of fresh blood, red blood, then you say, are you coughing too deep, too hard, too forceful? Ask them that. If they say no, then you say, oh, don't worry, it must be a toxin removal going on from the lungs. Okay. Stress and tense tongue. This indicate heart disease. See, this is an easy thing to relate because when people say that you're going to have cardiac arrest, there's few indication, even your tongue, speech slurring and all that. So it's easy to relate. That is something to do with your heart, your cardiovascular system. That is why the stress and the tense of the tongue is there. But if let's say I have an ulcer in my tongue, what does it mean?
Blood circulation.
Acid stomach issue.
Blood circulation. What's wrong with my blood circulation if I have ulcer in the tongue? What kind of toxin? Actually, you can tell specific toxin. Acid. Acid. That's why it's ulcer, it's blisters. Okay? Dark blood. It's dead tissue disposable from the stomach. So this is usually due to ulcer. Here's a good thing. Our virgin coconut oil actually can close up ulcers. No, I mean in your stomach, sorry, in your digestive system. Yes, you can consume. So in the morning you take 1 tablespoon, in the night before sleep you take 1 tablespoon. Now, the mechanism of action, how coconut oil helps to close up the ulcer in our digestive tract is, our virgin coconut oil with Ganothreapy is able to recreate the mucosa membrane layer of our digestive tract and our stomach lining. We have the bahagian lendir, we call it. It's the mucosa membrane layer. Impressively, our coconut oil can recreate that.
So it restores the microbiome.
Yes. Because why? Our coconut oil also probiotics inside. And of course, Ganothreapy. So you see our coconut oil. Actually, by right, in modern medicine, ulcer is, if they will wait for it to rupture and then they will do a surgery. That is the treatment that they suggest. But at least with our coconut oil, we are able to. So sometimes when you start taking RGGL, dark blood might come out. So this, nothing to be alarmed. That means there will present some ulcer in your stomach. RGGL is bringing it out. If it's dark, that means it's tutup cerita, it's a closed chapter already. Only the remnants is being released out.
What's the difference between ulcer?
Gastritis is the first step. Okay? After gastric is the first indication your body telling you something is wrong. You ignore the gastric. Now it becomes ulcer. Because why? Gastritis means the hydrochloric acid, HCl, is over-released. Too much of acidity food that your digestive enzyme cannot metabolize. So the pH value of our digestive tract is affected. So the moment digestive tract acidity is affected, it will start to hakis, it will start to korek. So wound, the lining.
It erodes, is it?
Yes, correct. It will start to disturb the lining. So that's how ulcer comes, because wound. Okay? Now once that comes, you still ignore the ulcer, blisters will start to form. That is polyps. Now that polyps may or may not turn to cancerous.
So this coconut oil will help that.
Yes, coconut oil recreates the mucosal membrane layer. So that's how we eventually close up all the ulcer.
I thought Helicobacter pylori causes the gastritis. I just think
Not really. Sometimes body H2 acidity as well will cause gastric, cause reflux. Irregular time of eating may cause reflux. Eating too fast, not chewing your food properly, requires stomach acid to release a bit more. That will also cause gastric. Drinking water and eating at the same time, not allowing your salivary amylase enzyme to bind, also will cause gastric. There's a lot of reasons. But Helicobacter pylori is definitely one of the reasons. But it's just not the main reason. So it's good. Next time when a person has gastritis, you can narrow it down. Okay, go do a helico steps. Okay, it's negative. That means it's something else. You can start narrowing it down. Thick saliva. Toxin disposable process from the throat due to infection. So thick saliva, meaning, remember I said if the lungs, how does the lungs indicate the toxin removal? It throws its fish net, its mucus, its phlegm. So the saliva is also the same. It's very thick saliva, that means it traps the toxin and it's removing the toxin through our salivary glands. Okay? Salivary amylase enzyme is very important for our digestion. It's actually the first step of digestion. So he will also play a big role in removing the toxins because it's part of the digestion. Okay?